Hey everybody, Meat Banana here with the very first ModulAR2 patch notes video. This is kind of a double-sided video where first part we're going to be talking about ModulAR2 and then afterwards we're going to be talking about Spear, what's going on there, what's going on in my world. So let's jump into AR2 stuff first. So first things foremost, I have changed the kind of upper row of UI here to be the same size as all the other UI elements and also align them better with all of the rows. So in general, underneath here, let's go over additions here as well. This is our Terran Tactical John Wick 2 ultralight rifle. I'm using Anton's new LPVO here, offset RMR. Got the Extendo PMag, a new AR-15 bolt finish. That's the Terran Tactical finish. This is an Aero X15 lower. It's a new lower for Module AR, but it has specifically the Terran Tactical branding on there. Let's see here. What else? This is outfitted with a old school BCM KMR rail. 13-inch key mod rail. I won't be doing this in other lengths. This is specifically for the John Wick 2 build. Up at the front, we have a new muzzle device. That is the Terran Tactical GM Interceptor muzzle brake. Coming back to center here, we have a new Voltor upper here. This is the MER-1A. It has this gigantic shell deflector assembly out here on the side. But let's also take a look at what's new here. We have added dust covers. This goes kind of hand in hand with Not Wolfie's upcoming AR2 expansion. He decided that he was going to separate out dust covers, so I said, you know what, I guess I got to do the same thing too. So now on the left-hand side, you can see all of our options here. We'll just recenter that. I also added a Castle Nut UI category. Here you can see some of Not Wolfie's AR2 stuff being supported there. Let's see here. So we've got the AR-15 dust cover in black and FDE. And we then also have the Daniel Defense dust cover and Strike Industries billet dust cover. This comes in all of the Strike Industries colors. We will go ahead and set that back to AR-15. What else is new? We have the Hyperfire Reflex Match Trigger. That is also a John Wick 2 specific edition. This is a very sensitive, very quick resetting trigger. Let's go ahead and take a few shots. And we've got a double feed. Thank you. Thank you, Stovepipe Mod. Alright. All that's out of there. All that to say, very sensitive, very quick trigger. Yeah, so that is actually almost everything with AR2. We're going to ignore that mag just phased through the floor there. I've added a whole bunch of polish to the Law Tactical folder and Law Tactical buffer tubes that go on here. So let's see here. I have kind of changed how stocks, some of the stocks interact with this. Let's take the PRS Lite, for example. First things first, there was a bug with this stock where it was not properly shouldering if you had it on a folder or on something like an MCX. So that has been fixed. Additionally, we can now actually swap certain end plates on certain stocks here. It's not the most important change, but kind of digging into the back end, I realized there's a lot of mess and opportunity for me to clean that up. So that is that there. Let's go ahead and set that back to its proper stock. I'm actually going to pop over here and pull out an MCX just so you can see some other changes. If we go to the Picatinny stock section here, head to the buffer tube adapter, and attach something like the fixed carbine stock, there is now no longer an AR-15 end plate kind of stuck in the way there. I cleaned that up. That was one of those back-end changes that I think just makes a lot of stocks look better, especially things like, you know, the Zulu or yeah, some of these fixed stocks as well. Or yeah, even just directly buffer tube. There's no longer an end plate there. Lovely. So that is everything with AR2. Let's go ahead and move over to chatting about MCX Spear. All right, we're over in the proving grounds now to talk about some, you know, in-dev experimental stuff. But first things first, actually, the list of AR2 improvements and changes continues. First things first, the Reptilia CQG grip has received a full suite of skins from black, FDE, olive drab, gray, to a new favorite of mine, actually, field drab. That's just right off their website, but it is kind of a coyote complementary color. Very popular nowadays. But I've also added actually kind of an aesthetic favorite stock of mine, the Fab Defense GL Core with the cheek piece riser. This is actually from ModulAK back in the day, but it has a cheek riser that does affect where you shoulder the stock. But anyways, yeah, this was just kind of an overdue one to add, kind of catching up from the backlog. Anyways, I've put these onto this Spear DMR type build here because I want to talk about scopes. To be honest, I did not expect Anton to turn around the experimental scope system so quickly here. And unfortunately, I should say, actually we're trying to figure out a good way to get, you know, modders' blessing and grace to actually get some of the back end on these so we can implement our own scopes using the new shader, because let's be honest, this is better than what both I'm trying to achieve and previous iterations of modded scope shaders. So what that means is Spear is essentially kind of delayed until we get that you know, modders usage agreement sorted out, and we can start popping scopes together on our own. Fortunately, a lot of the development time that went into the XM157 is actually shader independent. All of the math and menus and calculation that's going on inside this ballistic calculator is largely shader independent. It's all running on its own stuff, so we should be able, in theory, to just kind of plop the new system inside this one, kind of like that, and we'll be back up and running in no time. Yeah, so that's everything regarding Spear. I've kind of passed on my feedback, we'll call it, on the new scopes, so hopefully these are as modder friendly as possible, and we don't have to go digging around inside the guts of the code and all that sort of stuff and tweaking it just to our whims. It should be all good to go right out of the box. That is pretty much it for this devlog. My world outside of modding, since that does exist, has been absolutely crazy. I'm not able to put out content the way that I want to, but you know, that's life. In the future here, while Anton is finalizing scopes here, expect to see some additional patches and changes to both AR2 with this new content, as I'm able to deliver it, and some new stuff for MCX and MCX LT. Hopefully we'll have another patch notes video for that coming out soon. But until then, we will catch you guys in the next one.